Only got 1 minute before the show begins. Only got 1 minute. Let me share this with my friends. Very impromptu live. Only got 1 minute. I ain't even tell y'all it was coming. Before the show begins, it's Friday. Just be on the lookout. Only got 1 minute. And with my friends. Only got 1 minute before the show begins. Only got 1 minute. What'd you say? Foolies Fridays. All right. Oh my God, it's back again. Let's see here. Let's make sure things are staying, and I don't just have this up and the audio sucks. So, welcome back. Okay, cool. We good there? Foolish Fridays, impromptu. You'll catch this on the replay, upon the replay. You'll catch this live. Great, doesn't matter. Whatever you do, this was for you. You caught this at the opportune time for you. Okay, cool. So the message. Who am I? Good question. ATG, A Money, Nemo the Fishman, Needs, Traumatic Nightcrawler, CEO of Foolies. Let's do this. Share this when it's done with 2 or 3 people. Because I know y'all have y'all group chats and y'all threads and y'all group me's and WhatsApps. And you got homies that you're trying to keep accountable for their goals and dreams and all these other things. And y'all have been talking about this anyway. So all I'm doing is bringing up conversations that you're having in your group chat. I'm just giving them some life. Right? I'm just giving them some depth. Okay? So share this with some homies. The message today from me, CEO of Foolies. It's time, right, for a lot of us as we aspire to aim for great things in our life. A lot of us have this issue of hoarding, right? We have boxes everywhere. We got things that we don't want to throw away. We have sentimental value over things that probably don't matter, right? Probably don't have any real, as Marie Kondo or whatever that lady's name, doesn't bring you real joy, right? So you got all this clutter, all these things in place, all these boxes, all these things in your closet, clothes everywhere, all types of stuff happening. And then you, being who you are, you're going to go and try to add more, right? You're going to go and try to add what can you move over and squeeze this thing in? What can you like rearrange and put something on top, right? And this is what we do all the time with our life, our career, our craft, all the things we want. But in order for us to get to our next and best level, we will have to get rid of some stuff. We got to throw some things away. We got to make space, got to make room for your next best thing. Blessings, opportunities, whatever that may be. And you might need to get out of this current situation right now that feels safe, that feels like it's going to be like, I can't lose this. If I lose this, the world's over. It's not. I'll tell you this. Many moons ago, I went back to school. It was dangerous going back to school, but I went back to school. And I didn't want to quit my job at the time because I was like, this is the only job I have. And I need to pay rent. I need to pay bills. I need to make this happen. I need to make this happen. Long story short, went to school. Went back to visit my old job just to say what's up. It was maybe 2-3 months later. Came back and the job had shut down. The store I was working at was AT&T at the time. The store that I was working at completely closed. The coworkers that were once there, no longer there. So what would have that meant? That makes sense? What does that mean? That means, whatever. That means that job was going to be gone anyways, right? That opportunity was going to leave me anyways. That moment that I felt so safe in was actually going to be no more, resolved, right? Or dissolved, whatever. You get the point. I had to leave that situation to get into a better situation, which then opened me up for so much more later, right? So my career, my craft, my industry, all that I've been able to do post that schooling changed the trajectory of where my brand has gone, where my own personal life has gone, the opportunities I've been able to obtain because I had to let some things go, right? In order to let some things grow, I had to let some things go in order to make sure some things got the opportunity to grow. I had ideas. I had things that were on my heart and soul in my chest. I couldn't be in the same old situation. It wasn't doing me the justice that I thought it was. It was fake security, right? A lot of us get trapped in fake security, thinking that what this is right now is never going to leave us. But if you want opportunities, if you want to grow, if you want to build, if you want something that's going to last, sometimes, homies, we're going to have to declutter. We got to stop being hoarders of careers. We got to stop being hoarders of things in our lives. We got to stop being hoarders of friends. There are some of you all that needs to let some of these friends go so that you can make space for people who are going to serve you, that you're going to make space for people who are going to actually pour into you. You're going to make space for people who are actually going to help you go further because you're helping everybody else, but no one's there to help you, right? So we have to get rid of some things. We got to declutter. We got to throw some things away. I had to clean out my whole entire closet in 2020. Threw away a lot of my clothes. Why? Because I've just been holding on to them for too long. What do they serve me other than emotional memories? Baggage, right? Weight that I've gained over the years. I had to throw some things away and say, hey, I need to fit into something else, which might means I need to slim down. Might need to look at some things, look at my eating habits, look how I'm doing things because it's not serving me in the way that I think. With me keeping these older clothes, these baggier clothes, it allows me to stay my same size. It allows me to chill, allows me to kick my feet back. Why? Look, I don't want to buy new stuff. I ain't no baller. Not yet. But I had to let some things go so I could grow in my health and fitness. Had to get better because me chilling would have led to some health complications that the doctors told me about. Hey, you got one more slice of pizza, Nemo. You got one more. Had to let it go. And you do too. You on the other side of this glass that's holding on to something that isn't real. Don't get trapped by fake security. Don't get trapped by fake security. A lot of us are trapped. We have made up in our mind what we think is real, and a lot of the stuff we think is real isn't really real at all. You think it is, you feel it is, and you've conditioned yourself. You know why? Because you're really smart. I don't like really smart people. You know why? Because they always got not even an excuse. They always have an answer to everything that's going on. An answer to why they're this. Broke, maybe. An answer to why they're overweight, maybe. An answer to why they can't go after their goals or dreams or whatever aspirations they have. I like slightly not so smart people like myself. I'm not the smartest. Don't ask me about my GPA back at UF. You know, I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, right? But there's a little bit of not so smartness in there that just makes me step out and leap. It's a little bit of, I don't want to piece all of this together because I need to make this happen, right? Because you can't measure impact with your mind. You can't measure impact with your thoughts and how brilliant you are. Sometimes you'll never know what may be on that other side of that glass for you until you actually say, you know what? I'm going to leave this stuff behind me and then I'm going to grow. And it's going to be uncomfortable and it's going to hurt. It's not going to feel so good all the time. People may doubt you. People may laugh at you. You don't worry about any of them, right? Because that's another one of your issues is that you're worried about how other people are going to respond to the decisions and choices that you make in your life. And that seems a little odd, right? If I told you that I wasn't going to do my next move because someone else was stopping me, you'd probably question what, Nemo? You letting somebody stop you? Come on, man. That's crazy. So why don't you take your own advice? It's kind of crazy, right? That you let someone else dictate the moves you make, who has no value to you, who don't pay your bills, who don't know what kind of life you live, and yet you're letting them run all over you. And trust me, they chilling and not even worried about you. So the people who you worried about trying to impress could care less. The people you trying to please don't even care. So go ahead and throw some things away, declutter, right? Move some things out of your life, throw it away. Don't push it to the side. Don't move it to something else. Throw things away. I'm crazy. So when I was back in college and I was moving every summer because I had to switch dorms, I threw everything away in most cases and started all over. People said, that's stupid. No, holding on to old baggage, holding on to past pains, holding on to all the stress that came with some of those things that I was holding on to, that's stupid. But y'all like to torment yourselves, right? You on the other side of the glass, you like to punish you. You all spend so much time punishing yourselves. It's ridiculous. What else you got to say, Nemo? Great question. I have nothing. I have absolutely nothing for y'all. You'll catch this live. You may catch us on the replay. You may be one of those people who are never on social media and somehow you stumbled upon this particular video. It was not an accident. It was not an accident that you needed to hear. You needed to let some things go in order to make sure some things got to grow. And that's just what it is. I ain't got to yell at you. I ain't got to say, go after your dreams, you lazy. No. We in a whole pandemic. You can sit in your house all day. But until you realize and decide that the accumulation of stuff isn't helping you, so you can maybe downsize, let some things go, sell that car, right? Maybe you need a new one or a better one, but you got an old one sitting in the front yard. Sell it, get rid of it, take it to the trash. You want to get a whole new makeover and wardrobe or whatever you want to do. You got all your old, how you gonna make space for new clothes if you got old clothes in your closet? Throw it all away. If you want to give it to Goodwill, go ahead. But until you make space, until you clear some things up, you're not going to get anything. That's just what it is. Your perception of being full or having it all is hurting you. And that's all I got. I will see you next week. Next week. I will see you then. All right? Hopefully somebody listens to this message. Hopefully someone hears it. It comes from the heart. Like I mentioned, you've been talking about this in your group chats and your WhatsApps and your threads, your text threads. Send this to the homies. Be like, yo, we were just talking about this. And someone has confirmed our thinking. And that's what I'm here for. I'm only here to bring up what you've been talking about in private. Just to confirm what you need to be doing in public. You know what I mean? So holla at your boy. It ain't about me. It's about God. See y'all next week. Peace.